All right, we're still multiplying fractions here, but this time we're going to do it using something called canceling. And canceling is a little more advanced way for us to multiply fractions, especially fractions that are really large, where I really don't feel like multiplying 18 times 5, and I want to look for a shortcut that's going to make it easier, especially with large numbers. So let's take a look at this example, and I'll explain what canceling does. So when I multiply two fractions, I can multiply straight across to get a result. Or I can choose to look for factors that these two fractions have in common. So if I can find some common factors, I can actually cancel them before I start multiplying. So I have a 5, that's a prime number, and a 1, but these numbers are both even, which means they both have a factor of 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel the 2 out of this first number, because this number is 2 times 1, and this 6 is worth 2 times 3. So I cancel the 2 out, so I no longer have 6, I just have the 3. Now I'm left with just prime numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and go 1 times 1, which is 1, and 5 times 3, which is 15. So the advantage of this is if I cancel everything, then my immediate fraction is already going to be in simplest form. All right, let's try the next one. So the next problem, I have 3/4 and 2/5. Well, the 3 and the 4 don't have anything that matches, and the 2 and the 5 don't have anything that matches, but this 2 and this 4 are both even numbers. So once again, this 2 is going to be worth 2 times 1, and this 4 is going to be worth 2 times 2. So now that I have everything gone, I have 3 times 1 on top, which is going to get me a total of 3, and I have 2 times 5 on the bottom, which is going to get me a total of 10. This one, I have some big numbers here, so let's take a look at things I have in common. Well, immediately I see these are both multiples of 5. So let's get rid of the multiple of 5. So this is going to be 5 times 1, and this one's going to be 5 times 5. Now I look at my 18 and 5 don't match, but this 18 and this 9 both have something in common, and it's actually 9. So this is actually 9 times 1, and this 18 is worth 9 times 2. So I've managed to cancel quite a bit out of this. So all I have left is my green numbers. So the numerator is going to be 2 times 1, which is going to be worth 2, and the denominator is going to be 5 times 1, which is going to be worth 5. You can check at the end, just make sure that this is in simplest form. Make sure that the 2 and the 5 don't have anything that I can cancel. All right, my last example right here. I have a 10 and a 12 and a 3/8. Well, if I look at the 10 and the 12, I realize, 10 and 12 are both even numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel something right now before I even multiply. I'm going to cancel the 2 out of the top. That's going to become 2 times 5, so I just had the 5 left. And I'm going to cancel the 2 out of the bottom, and that's going to be 2 times 6. So now I have things that are left, 5 and 3 and 6 and 8. Well, these are both even, but since they're on the same level, they're both denominators, I can't cancel them. But look at the 3 and the 6. The 3 and the 6 are both multiples of 3. So I'm going to cancel this 3, and it's going to become a 1 because it's 3 times 1. And this 6 that I've already got to, I'm going to cancel that, and it's going to become 3 times 2. So if I cancel the 3 out of that, I get a 1 and a 2. So 5 times 1 gives me a 5 in my numerator, and 2 times 8 gets me a 16 in my denominator, and that is my simplest form for this fraction.